And that's because we felt that we knew we have something really to offer ABCD, but we weren't quite sure what it was. So our learning has really been about looking at what's GAVCA's role in all this and what are our strengths and skills. We find, probably a lot of organisations find a lot of other people telling them what they think they're good at, but actually we wanted to work out what we thought we were good at. And that our community really is the voluntary sector community. It's that community and network of organisations, and we've had a lot of organisations recently telling us that that's what's really important to them, is that they feel part of the community of other organisations that are working in the way they do. So what we did is we had 3 sessions, and I suppose also our learning is about how do you, as a member of this community practice, bring on board all the rest of your colleagues who maybe haven't chosen to come to these meetings. You know, and I'm sure, because a lot of what we've heard today has been so wonderfully positive, I just want to put a bit of a challenge in and say, you know, we all know it's not all easy. People have hinted a bit at it, but you know, if your colleagues or other people in your organisation that you work with, what if they don't quite get what you're talking about? Because you're going off down this route using all these words like appreciative inquiry, and they're going, what are you talking about? So our learning site's been a bit of learning about that as well. Because what we did is we've had 3 workshops for our staff and volunteer trustee team, whoever wanted to get involved, to go right back to our roots, and it was part of our sort of strategic plan review really, looking at what our mission is as an organisation, and how can we work in a more strengths-based way, and then more crucially, what's really on the end of the agenda today, but what have we got to offer the rest of you, what's our offer into the ABCD approach. And the first thing I found was that some of our staff were really up for this, and others were going, you know, we don't agree with all this, we don't know what Mum was up to, you know, this is what we do anyway, don't tell us what to do, you know, all the stuff that a lot of people. So it was really interesting to sort of work with that potential conflict really, and see, you know, if we could all come to something together at the end. So the 3 sessions we had one. Actually, I've told you what we looked at. What we achieved out of it was really interesting. We've got a really coherent and clear sort of revision of our mission and aims, which actually are really hardly any different from before. But the difference is that all the staff are really signed up to them and very passionate about them. We spent a huge amount of time talking about passion, and words like love were coming out, and I was thinking, my goodness, where is all this going? This is not a normal strategic planning process. So a real sort of renewed commitment to that, and a much clearer understanding of what our contribution into all of this is, which I'm now going to share with you, because that's what we might be interested in. What we felt that GAVCA's got to offer to support ABCD is firstly, one of the things we're very good at is our sort of training and learning opportunities, and we can offer strength-based training to people who are involved in voluntary and community organisations and community groups. So as some of your new groups get started in some of your other learning sites, like the toddler group or what have you, we feel that what we can help you with is strengths-based training to help them to be more effective community builders themselves. We had a lot of conversation about, are we community builders, are we community connectors, and we're not. But what we do is we have things that we can offer, we can support community builders and community connectors as you identify who they are. So that was a really helpful learning for us. I also think we can do a lot to support voluntary and community organisations to work in a more strengths-based way. I think many of our network of members think that they do this already, and what we've all be learning, I think, is that we can all do it more or do it differently. And we are still, a lot of us, tied to targets and funding in the same way as public sector. So, you know, actually there's still a lot of scope for us to look at working in different ways, and I'd like to think that we can share some of our learning, and maybe bring in people like the Strand Group who've been learning a lot about how you sort of stand back and, you know, sort of enable your service users to lead a good way rather than trying to take control of it and do it yourselves. And I think also we want to continue. What's come out of our annual survey that we've just done is that one of the most important things that people find about GAVCA is how we help them to make connections and to network and to build up new relationships that then turn into, you know, other opportunities for them. So we do see our role as a community connector within the BCS community, and we want to continue to do that as much as we can. Which, like you're saying, the problem is when you're very successful at that kind of thing, you can't show what you achieve from it, because actually it's the other people who achieve things. It's the people who made a connection through you that go off and do something that they then measure their success. But actually, it's very hard for you to see yours. But I think I encourage other people to understand that in itself is a valuable thing to do. And it's all of that is on the Community Practice website. And I haven't got my picture, I'm afraid, because my picture will be our new strategic plan, and it won't be around until mid